It's just Sandra, and I just wanted to pick Lulu up and say hi. Well, she put up a bit of a fight to that. So hello from Lulu and hello from Sandra. We are filming from inside my closet. She is bored. The back door's open, it's still full of snow, but she can go in and she can go out, but Mommy's doing something, so she really wants to be part of what Mommy's doing. Anyway, hope everything is good for everyone today. Hope you're healthy and feeling good at least and not too stressed out. Today I just wanted to touch on a few things that I talked about in a previous video, which is how I became a minimalist. I don't even know that I like that word really, but minimal things in my house and in my closet especially. And some of the YouTube videos I've watched, especially now that the lady Marie Kondo is becoming so, you know, well, I've forgotten the word for it, but she's becoming more popular, that's it, now. And I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos where people are going in and they're doing the Marie Kondo after reading the book. They're doing the Marie Kondo and getting rid of a lot of stuff. So I just wanted to give you some hints and tips that helped me that when I started, because I started about 3 years ago, and I started with my clothes because I had so many everywhere, stuck everywhere, and I was just buying everything if I'm honest. So one of the things that I did initially, which was a mistake, was that I got rid of absolutely everything. There was another reason I don't want to touch on, but I got rid of everything. I just packed everything up, gave it all to Goodwill, and I just got in, literally bought in 5 white t-shirts, 5 black t-shirts. I had already had black yoga pants and a pair of jeans and black shoes, and I tried doing that and failed miserably because that's not who I am. I wish in a way I was that easy, because there are some Instagrammers and YouTubers I follow and their life looks so much easier with just those basics. Because let's face it, when you do try a minimalist style, there are basics that they tell you should have in your closet, but honestly it didn't work for me. It's not who I am, and my colourful personality just kept coming through all the time. And what I ended up doing was just buying more and more things that pleased me. And then I ended up with closets full of clothes again, which was just a waste of money. My husband will attest to that, sure. But he's right, it was a waste of money because I just couldn't keep denying who and what made me happy on the inside. So then I tried again, but what I did the next time was I did it slightly differently. I did go through some of the things that I didn't like initially, and you can find some stuff that you just don't like for various reasons, and I bagged them up, and I managed to sell some on eBay, which is great, and give some to friends, and then Goodwill got some, and then the monies that I got from eBay I kept in my PayPal account. My first tip would be, when you do start the process for real, not that you, well, you know, when you do start the process, the coat hangers that those original items were on, get rid of. Don't keep them in. Because in your mind, if you see a load of empty coat hangers, for some reason, you'll think you have to fill them up again. I don't know what it is, but I would definitely say get rid of those. Donate them to a friend or give them to Goodwill. I think they always need coat hangers. Or just get rid of those coat hangers. That would be my first tip. Second, if you are able, only if you're able, and you do have mobile storage units, once they're empty, get rid of that unit. I don't care if it's a chest of drawers, I don't care if it's just a pull out drawer, get rid of it, because you will find ways to store stuff in there again. You'll either, I know I did, and you know, especially those, you know, the cube storage that you could buy the lovely things that go in, that was terrible for me, because I would just, on a lazy day, if I didn't want to fold stuff up and put it away, I would just pop it in that drawer, and before I knew it, the drawer was full. So that helped me a lot. The third thing I did, which probably sounds maybe not a waste of money, I don't know, what I've just said, get rid of hangers, was a lot of people have either the metal hangers or these hangers, the thinner ones, when they were all, you know, advertised as the great things to, oh, excuse me, the great things to buy, and, you know, the velvet, etc. So I have these, but what I did was started to do was transition over to wooden hangers, because they're a lot thicker, and well, I think I like the wooden hangers anyway. I just aesthetically like the look of them. But when you hang an item of clothing on it and put it in your closet, it takes up more space. So it gives that item of clothing a little bit more breathing space, I think. So the items, and I did have 5 items initially out of God knows how many items of clothing I had that I knew I would never let go. And I moved them over. I just bought a pack of 5 to start off with, and I moved them over to these. So I knew in my closet, those 5 items I love, never gonna let go. And over the course of 3 years, I've managed to transition and get down, because all of my clothes then, to wooden hangers. Now it means there's less things hanging in my closet, but the things in my closet are the things that I want. So I really did find that helpful. So if you can do that, and then these ones you can donate, and I do keep a bunch of, I keep about 10 for when people come to visit, so I do have to have spare hangers, but they are in a different place. And I did it gradually then, because I'd already done it once and failed miserably. I did it in batches, really. So every month I would just go through some of the stuff I still had and just start gradually getting rid of it. And it would be ideal if you could just get rid of it all and get in the things you want straight away, but for me, I would flit between what kind of person I wanted to be on a day-to-day. One I would want to be bohemian, the next day I would want to be retro vintage, next I just want to put on a pair of black pants and a white tee because it was easier. So I always struggled with that. So, and I don't know why I struggled. I just did. So what I did was, eventually I got to the point where I am now, where I've almost morphed into the person that was coming out anyway. And I don't have a white t-shirt. I have one black t-shirt, which I don't really like the colour black, to be honest. It's more slimming, but I don't care. I don't care about it being slimming. I love myself the way I am, so I love my body shape. I know how to dress it, so for me, colour is better. But I do still have one black t-shirt in my arsenal of t-shirts, and I have about 10 t-shirts that I layer up. I don't like sweaters, and I don't like hoodies. I don't like being bound in, so I like the freedom of layering. So I definitely use the Marie Kondo way of folding for my tees, and I have them in a chest of drawers that I'll show you at some point. Another thing I found was that over the years I was able to gradually lessen and lessen and lessen, and then because I had some money in my PayPal account, then when I did find something that I just loved beyond belief, and you know, I've talked about Johnny Was, my dresses from All About Audrey in the United Kingdom. They cost a little bit more because of the exchange rate, and then there's additional shipping which costs. So I have a little bit of money in there that I can, when I do find something I genuinely love, I've got it then for that item, and I don't have to feel that I'm spending too much out of the bank account because all the other items I don't have anymore. And now I'm at this transitional point of, it's been 3 years and I've got my closet down to a really good, you know, still working. It's still a work in progress, but now I've got it down. One of the things that I found was I really follow the wash instructions of the items of clothes that I have. I actually look at, before I would just throw everything in the washing machine, wash and dry it, and it's almost like I didn't really care, you know, as long as it was clean. Now I look at every item and I wash it according to the instructions, and I don't just buy any detergent. I buy a really good detergent from a place called The Laundress, and I have different detergents for different items, darks, whites. So I really was able to spend a little bit more money on the detergents that I used. One of the shampoos is a cashmere one, and I use that for my husband's cashmere and wool. I use it for his sweaters. I also invested in one of those defuzzer machines that gets rid of the bubbles on his sweaters. So I'm really able to take better care of the items I have. So instead of having to a huge pile of stuff to wash at the end of the week, I only have a few items now, and then I do if I can hand wash, or I have a hand wash cycle, wash them nice and cool, where I really do follow the instructions. So that's a good way of treating the items that you've bought with respect, because to be honest, it takes a lot of time. Sorry, I'm just watching my cat see what it went quiet, so I was worried. So it takes a lot of time to earn that money, and if we just throw it away frivolously just on cheap ass stuff, it just, you're just throwing that money away. So now I really, really do try to be more conscious of what I'm buying. And sometimes, I slip up. I'm like everyone. Sometimes I slip up. But on the main part, I don't. And I do only have the one closet now. And like I've said on a previous video, I try to make each item last 4 seasons by layering them up, either underneath or on the top. So I can wear a lovely summer dress like this in the winter because I'm going to layer it up with a tee underneath or a cuddle dud underneath and leggings, etc, etc. So I can make these items work 4 seasons. But there's just one more thing I wanted to say, and I've got to watch the time. But there is, and this is, you may think this is stupid, but I have this, I've always had it, this emergency situation that I have in my head that, I live in the Midwest, we do have tornadoes, and over here in America, there are, we do have extreme weather. But even if we didn't, I have this thing going through my mind all the time of if there was a sudden emergency and I had to just run in and get, obviously my pets would come first, but if I had say 5-10 minutes just to throw some stuff in a bag, I want to make sure that I've got the right stuff. So I do have a backpack. I keep a backpack. This is just one from Walmart, and I know it sounds strange, but I know that at least if that situation occurred, because every year we go through the bad weather, I could just literally go in to my closet and at least get 50% of it thrown in that bag and take it with me. So, gosh, it's terrible that you have to think that way, but it is how I think. And, how can I say, that's a crazy gene in me. I don't know which parent I got that from, but I think I know who it was. Mum. No, but that's what I do. So I have that emergency thing. But if I had everything everywhere, downstairs and I wouldn't know what to get. So now, yeah, I don't know whether that's a good thing for you to use, but that's my emergency bag situation. If I need something, boom, 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 in there, tornado gonna hit, I'm in the basement. So those were just a few things that I wanted to touch on with my experiences of becoming a minimalist. I say minimalist, I don't really like that word, but that suits me. So don't beat yourself up if you try it and you just don't like it the first time. You'll get there eventually. Anyhow, we're coming up to the 15-minute mark that YouTube are going to kick me off. So have a good day and look after each other. I hope everyone's healthy and not as stressed, and I will talk to you again. Bye.